Hey y'all, Keith the Human here, Park City, Kentucky. Um, man, guys, I'm sicker than a dog this week. Or my dogs ain't sick. I was wondering about that, sicker than a dog. I guess I don't know. Anyway, uh, the weather's dreadful. God, I had to get out yesterday and finish my Christmas shopping, which I don't really shop. I get Jennifer something, me and her get exchange gifts. And that's it. We don't put no decorations up and that shit. Uh, Hell, hadn't had money to do anything for the longest time for Christmas. Always had to pay bills, so but we do a little bit for each other at the end of the year here. But man, I thought I had a cold. I've been sick since Monday, and yesterday I lost my taste and smell, so I'm thinking I probably got COVID. Today I'm not coughing as much. I'm just stuffed up my head. My head's been stuffed up all week. No fever so far, but I just feel like death, you know. Um, But since I talked to y'all in a while, I want to put out another video today. Just I just want to make this one, about the season. 'Tis the season. Man, I've got a whole lot of wrong things wrong with this time of year. I don't even know where to start on it. What is Christmas? What is it? What is it? Does it really mean that much, or is it manufactured to us to mean that much? Now I can remember meant to serve a purpose. We'll get to that in a bit, but now I can remember growing up, and guys, I've always been a poor kid, poor man. I've been poor since I don't know how not to be poor. That's where I'm at. But growing up, I remember Christmas was a big deal to my family because we were pretty tight. Me, my sister, my brother, and mom and dad. We didn't go to a whole lot of family things. We did, but that wasn't the thing for me. Um, and we had decent type family, I guess. We were always the outcasts. We were the ones that everybody liked to look down on. And, but um, I can remember it being a big deal about when my mom and dad we'd go out and cut a tree every year. We'd go out in the woods and we'd all pick a tree and cut it and bring it back, and we'd make the popcorn strings and the the no fuck whatever else you put. We'd make all kinds of decoration shit put on our tree. It was a family thing, and we'd cook. We'd sit around, sing songs, play games. It was a good time. Way back before cell phones and all this plastic shit we have today. But um, it was a good family feeling, and we would get along, go to my cousins, um, and all those kids would get to play with each other and stuff, and it was great. And we appreciate shit. And we like the sitting around. Adults would go in the room, sit around talking. Kids would go do whatever. Um, but it was tightness, it was closeness, and over the years, I noticed it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. With you know, why are we even doing this? Nobody appreciates shit that they get. They open their gifts, throw it over the shoulder, and open another gift, throw it over the shoulder, and everybody eats and goes fuck home. and then in between times, everybody's like this. So I haven't done Christmas in God, it's been at least 10 years, might be 11 years. And I had a falling out with my sister, which we'd been on a skid for a while over her Fox News cult that she was brewing in that house and spread to every fucking body and everything. But that's neither here nor there. And over the years, I've just stepped back from it and looked at it with new eyes and going, God damn, we really do this shit every year? It ain't got nothing to do with nothing but Corporations making some money at the end of the year. That's it. It's one big old corporate fucking holiday. It don't mean shit to nobody no more. But they've brain fucked you so long into believing you have to do this every year that a lot of people don't know no other way. You know, and then the Christians wrap Jesus up in this. See, this was a pagan celebration for the longest time, and they didn't like it that the pagans got drunk and had parties for the whole month. They hated that shit. So somewhere along the way, and I'm not sure where it come from, but they threw Jesus in there. Hey, Jesus' birthday, we're gonna celebrate it in December, even though he was born in July or June, according to star patterns. It had to be visible at that time of year, according to science. So they threw Jesus in there, and now they, we want to celebrate Jesus' birthday, and then to make it seem like it's a Christian thing. Now, we give gifts because Jesus gave himself to us as a gift. Jesus wasn't a hunk of plastic, I'll tell you right now. And giving your life means a whole lot more than anything you're going to buy from fucking Amazon. I guarantee it. But that's how they reconcile this shit. Even though Jesus was famous for going, hey man, sell all your shit and follow me. You don't need these material possessions. Save your possessions are in heaven. This is all bullshit here, what Jesus said. But somehow they've convinced Christians into making this a holy holiday, which, same reason they put in God we trust on our money back in the 60s. Jesus ran those people out of the temple back in the Bible, if you remember, the money exchangers. He'd do wonders on the churches and the banks today, charging interest and all that. But yeah, and celebrating his birthday and wrapping it up in this commercial, consumer-driven bullshit. Really, I mean, we already have, well, no, I don't know if they mixed Jesus in there first or they did Santa Claus in there first. But Santa Claus, he just grew and grew and grew the legend for that, Saint Nick and on forward. And somewhere in the 60s, I think, Coca-Cola made a big ad and made a Santa Claus on there holding a Coke. And that's the Santa Claus we've had ever since. And then, here's where it gets fun. They've convinced you that it's okay and all right to lie to your children every year. Not just once, not just twice, but all year. Because, see, somehow they've convinced us that blackmailing your children with material possessions is the way you teach them right and wrong. I say that to people, and they, oh, God, you're just overreacting. I'm not overreacting. That's what it is. Now, you can sugarcoat it, justify it any way that you see fit, any way that you can sleep at night, any way you can live with it. But at the end of the day, a lie is a fucking lie. Is a fucking lie. Is a fucking lie. So, basically, you're making up a story about some shit that doesn't exist. You're holding it over your kids' heads to be good all year. So at the end of the year, this person who does not exist is going to come in and give them gifts for being good. And then, some of y'all take a step, hey, let's write a letter to this person that don't fucking exist and tell him what you want, Oh, it's just something everybody does. Ain't no harm. It's still lying. It's still fucking lying. A better way to get your kids to behave, teach them right from wrong and tell them it's wrong to behave bad. It's right to behave good. It makes you feel good when you don't lie, when you do what you're told. Not we're going to reward you for it with shit. These old greedy crooks and corporations will just licking their chops. And, oh boy, here we go. Let's bump them up with some commercials this year, see if we can sell them this cheap shit that they don't fucking need to their fucking kids. Let's convince the children they have to have this thing. They can go fight over it. And it's just become a big old cesspool, of shit. Throwing ads at you everywhere you go. Buy this, buy now, buy this. You gotta have this. You can't live without that. But you lie to your kids about it. And I can remember when I found out, because I had friends in school saying, "Oh, come on, man, you don't Santa Claus." I was like, "No, I believe him, because my parents wouldn't lie to me. My parents wouldn't lie to me. Are you kidding me? It's got to be a Santa Claus." Then, like I said, we was poor. So I caught my dad and his friend in the garage the night before Christmas. And they were over in the corner and they had a bicycle in there and they were painting it red. I'll never forget it. As soon as I opened the door, my dad yelled at me, "Get out." And I got out. And then the next day, I went and got up in the morning, and right under that Christmas tree was a red bicycle. And there was a little tag on it that said, "From Santa." And I'm like, so they've been lying to me all this time. Because that's what it is. It's a fucking lie. Just because everybody's doing it don't make it right. And just because you can justify it don't make it right. It's still a fucking lie. So is the Easter Bunny. So is the Tooth Fairy. So is whatever else you want to tell your kids and bullshit them and think it's fucking okay and all right and cute and whatnot. Because everybody else is doing it. When that kid gets older, if he gives you that excuse because everybody else is doing it, would you jump off a cliff? All your friends are jumping off a cliff? Which I would say yes. We used to skip school and go swimming in an aquarium. Well, we love to do that shit, but I digress. So at the end of the day, not only is capitalism stealing all your money that they can at the end of the year to pad their pockets, to make their investors happy, they're guilting you into it and making you play a game with your children where you lie to them and reward them with shit. Cheap Chinese shit that is, by the way, destroying the fucking planet. Destroying the planet. Watch Buy Now on Netflix if you get a chance, please. Please watch that movie. It's pretty eye-opening what's going on right now with the consume in this country. It's unbelievable what's going on in this country right now. And around the world, the shipping keeps getting faster and faster and faster, and pretty soon you're gonna be able to hit a button and whatever it was, it'll be at your fucking door. Because we gotta have more. We gotta have more. We gotta have more. You know why? People got big old holes right here where their hearts and souls used to be. Because they're not in touch with it no more. They're in touch with technology, the latest gadget, whatever I can ooh and ah at for a fucking while. I knew excitement for about 2 weeks. Then it winds up in a fucking landfill somewhere, or stacked up in a box where we just stack shit up. Because why? Because, well, they tell us to. Because that's what we're supposed to do. Buy, buy, buy. Throw away, throw away, throw away. And we're fucking our whole entire planet up over it. And it gets worse every fucking year. And as long as we continue to play the game, that's going to keep happening. Until our planet's just uninhabitable. The Buy Now on Netflix, it's pretty sad what we've done to our ocean. And some places where we actually do recycle some stuff, because we don't hardly recycle anything, even if it says recyclable, most of it ain't. Where they're breaking down these computers and stuff. These people, these third world countries are sitting in there with respirators on and fucking goggles and fucking hazmat suits and shit, breaking this shit apart, because once it's broke apart, it's hazardous to the atmosphere. And they're sitting there separating all this shit so they can get some money out of it. But anyway, yeah. And there's the last thing I wanted to make. This is what pisses me off the worst about it, is when you'll hear them say, "Help us fill this cop car with all this stuff so kids can have Christmas. Some poor little kid ain't going to have Christmas this year." And they only do it around fucking Christmas. How about all these little kids that can't fucking eat? Don't have no clothes, ain't got nowhere to go, live in abusive families. What do we do with them the rest of the year? Well, here's some toys at the end of the year. I bet that made your life better, didn't it, little Johnny? Here, maybe this will make your dad not a fucking alcoholic so he won't beat you and your mom every night. Or, make him go to work or whatever it is. But no, they gotta have those fucking toys. They're pulling them heartstrings. Is we've all been brain fucked for so long and believing that, that this is something that even goddamn matters when it's not. I mean, if you want to do something, if you want to celebrate love and giving, go out and volunteer at a shelter somewhere. Animal shelter or a human shelter. Go talk to a homeless person, give them some money, take care of somebody like that. Well, I mean, there's people that are doing that, and I'm sure some of y'all are doing that, but it's a little bit compared to what else is going on. But and I don't know, guys. It just irks me that we put such value on things in this country. Things mean more than anything. Things, as long as you got your things. Well, there's a whole lot more shit out there that needs to be addressed and taken care of, other than some Christmas presents for kids. I hate to be a bah humbug. That's another thing y'all call me. Oh, bah humbug, you ain't no Christmas spirit. No, because I'm being real. I'm addressing some real shit, y'all. But anyway, I didn't mean to go this long, but I just wanted to get that out there, and hope y'all are good this time of year. Man, do something good this holiday season. Go out and do something for somebody. Be there for somebody. Love somebody. Y'all keep fighting a good fight. Love you. Peace.